We are back at it once again. Hello, replay viewers. Let's see who tunes on in. William's out here in Brooklyn is the first one in the room, and Myrna Bergen up there in Montreal. Welcome. Good to see you. Travis Weeks down there in South Africa, and Brooklyn Joy's over there in New Jersey. Sally Skipico is checking on in from right here in New York City, and Forever Blessed. Welcome. Good to see Autumn Alluring out there in Canarsie, Brooklyn, and Cake 813. Welcome. Good to see you. Ronster, welcome, and Dave Jeffrey in Niagara Falls. Good to see you. Good to see you, Dana Lee, out there in London, and good to see you, William. You're charging now, okay? Good to see you, Robinson Lopes and Robert T. Welcome. Good to see you, Big T, and Tamara Britton. Welcome. Good to see you, Colleen, out there in Cyprus, and good to see you, Lee John. Welcome. Good to see you, Phyllis, and good to see you, Brian Bell. We have caught up with the chat. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody from downtown Brooklyn. Everybody here at the Brooklyn Law School, a nice, quiet, comfortable place where I could set up the live stream out of everyone's way. And we're batting about average here. Only 28 likes and 60 people watching. So I'm not going to move until we get to 50 likes. We have a lot to see today. Have a lot to talk about. So yeah. Let's let everyone join us and tune in and hit that like button. I know some of you have chatted but not even hit the like button. So if you're going to join the chat, at least hit the like button. But good to see Elisa UK Girl. Welcome. And Carter Johnson, welcome. Good to see everybody, people. You was here 40 minutes ago. Okay, awesome. Good to see you, Alan Keenan out there in Ireland. Good to see you, Alan. Welcome on into the show. Good afternoon, Joe Mooski. Good to see you, Joe. Waiting for 50 likes, and we'll get moving around here. We're going to do about 14,000 steps today. Going to make our way into Manhattan via the Brooklyn Bridge. It's been a while. No earthquakes today, Big T. No earthquakes today. Thank goodness. No earthquakes today. Kowacky Snacks is joining us out there in the Netherlands. Good to see you. And Jay Chulo, welcome. Good to see you, Jay. Like the new graphics, Alan? I appreciate that. They changed the YouTube handle? No, they're using your @ name for some reason, Ron. I don't know why. I don't know why YouTube is using the @ name. It's probably going to revert back to your regular username, but for some reason we're doing the @ username. But good to see you, Oleg Zygniew, Slava Ukraini. Yeah, Ronster, it's a little annoying. But that's right, Myrna, up and over the Brooklyn Bridge. PDX guy out there in Portland, Oregon. Good to see you out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got to walk over the Brooklyn Bridge today. And there's a new art installation in Lower Manhattan that we're going to check out today. So I think we'll do a little Lower Manhattan art walk downtown. Had to do a little extra walking before the stream began. My F train decided to turn into a G train. So I walked an extra about 8 blocks to get here, but it is what it is. But a nice little seating area here, Cake, yeah. A nice little seating area out of the way. It is much cooler today, much cooler today. It's gonna warm up again next week. So next Monday is gonna be a good beach day, I have a feeling. And me and the Duchess are due for a beach day. Good to see Electric Fire Girl. Welcome. It is a nice day today. We should have some nice views of Manhattan as we get over to the Brooklyn Heights Promenade. Edwison Toledo, good to see you. Doing great. Love the red umbrella. Yeah, they're nice. I'm underneath the red umbrella right now as well. So they got these little red umbrellas out over here. It's supposedly like drizzling right now, but I don't feel any rain. So, but we're gonna wait a little bit more here. I see some more people tuning on in. So 65 likes, we'll get walking around here. I'm upping the number. 65 likes and we'll get walking around here. So hit that like button if you haven't already. It helps me out tremendously. I know some of you guys like watching all the live streams all the way through and not hitting the like button. I think there's about 40 of you who do that intentionally, which is fine. Christian Sanchez, we haven't even started yet, but thank you so much. Didn't get the notification, Deb, but you're here just in time. We haven't even begun walking yet. Good to see you, Deb, out there in London. And Deb, thank you so much. And DeBailey out there in London with a £2 super chat. Deb gave me a £2 super chat on a replay of that magnificent sunset we had, like, what was that, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago? So Deb really likes that video. So thank you so much, Deb. What a very generous £2 super chat on the replay. Thank you so much, Deb. Much, much, much appreciated. Francisco Fuentes, good to see you. Mother looking for another one. Probably, Oleg, probably. Beach days are finished there in Ireland. It's going into winter there quickly. Nice. Good to see you, RJ, out there in Colorado. I do get the like button sometimes. There you go. That was the best sunset ever, yeah. It's going to be pretty hard to top that. I've been trying to get close to that again, Deb, but you never know. The future is infinite, right? All right, one more like and we'll get moving around here. Let's get to 100 likes before we get to the promenade. We got a lot of stuff to see today, so let's do it. Let's enjoy New York City on a kind of muggy, cloudy, hazy, Wednesday evening, afternoon. It's rush hour here in New York City. Michael Franco, good to see you. Wepa, Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos, Michael Franco. 105 people watching. Let's get to 100 likes. Mary Lily checking on in from Eastern Central North Carolina. Welcome. Rained all day, under flooding in some areas. Yikes. I hope your family and friends are safe there, Mary Lily. Robojax is checking on in out there in London. Good to see you, Robojax. Welcome. We have a lot to see today. Can't wait for the winter sunset streams. Me too, Alan. The winter, we seem to get some really good sunsets, right? You seem to get really good sunsets in the winter. All right, let's do it. Let's enjoy New York on a cloudy and kind of humid Wednesday afternoon. We're going to first make our way over to the Hotel St. George and see what the awning looks like over there. If the awning is still there, it's probably not even there anymore. But let's go see what it looks like. Let's go check it out. We begin here behind Brooklyn City Hall. Actually, let's cross the streets. Let's cross the streets. We got to go over that way anyway. We got to go over that way anyway. Well, good to see everybody in the chat. Maria Wall, welcome. If I missed you, welcome to the show. Almost not used to walking around with the gimbal. Good to see you, Susan. Welcome. Let me see my new little trick here work. It does work. Okay, good. Yay. Brooklyn City Hall, today called Butto Hall. Right over here, built in 1867. Wow, Big T, wow. Let's check out what's going on here. I think the trains are stopping there. Brooklyn City Hall. I'm noticing these trees with the red flowers coming out of them everywhere. I see these trees all over the city, including right by our house in Coney. I don't know what they are, but they're cool. Rush hour, everyone's out and about, moving around. It is that time that everyone begins traveling. The commute home well underway. But I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Or is it Thursday already where you're watching from? This week went by quick. Man, when this guy disappears, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. And I'm still looking for a welder. Got quoted by a couple of welders for like $300. I'm like, how are you getting that? How are you getting that number? By the way, 5:30, 5:34. That's what the clock says. It is 5:34 here in New York City. The old post office coming up to our right-hand side here. We're walking down Cadman Plaza. I don't know, Oleg. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Quacky, we went live for a few minutes. There was some kind of search going on in the Coney Island Creek. So I went to go check it out. It was a very short live stream, but unfortunately, really dumb comments forced me to take the stream down. And really not that much happened. We ended up seeing some fishermen throw out baskets for crabs. But Madam Mojo out there in Cleveland, Cleveland rocks. Leela Sorensen down there in Georgia, welcome. Activity 79's up down there in Sweden, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, he's streaming?
Yep.
So you on Twitter?
What?
Twitch or Facebook?
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube?
Twitch or Kick? Quick, Kick. Kick. No, you're on YouTube. Good to see you, Nina, out there in Baltimore. Welcome. Good to see you, Neil, out there in Flatbush. We have made it to Tillery Street. Federal Courthouse, right over there. Good to see you, Jeanette Trainer, out there in Glasgow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Oh, we got the light. Just cool enough to wear pants today. I'm not used to wearing pants. It's nice to have the pockets. Yes, I know. The finger is Unity, it's called, Neil. It's down there, I know. Name of the finger is called Unity. We're not going down in that direction. I'm going to head over to the Hotel St. George. Fawn Marie, aloha. Good to see you, Fawn Marie. I'm having a good one today. Having a pretty chill day today. Having a pretty chill day today. Okay, we're gonna head down Clark Street. Everybody out walking dogs. Everyone walking dogs. Good to see you, Norm, out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. I'll be riding a bike on this street tomorrow morning. This is Clark Street here at Cabin Plaza West. I see they're filming something. What are they filming? Ooh, Law and Order on Friday. Filming Law and Order on Friday. That building, it looks like the Flatiron building. That's 1 Clinton Street. That's an apartment building. Good to see a graphic princess from Ohio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Starting out nice and quiet here. We're now drifting into Brooklyn Heights right now. Let's see what the Hotel St. George looks like. We have a sports score update for anyone who wants to know. The New York Yankees 3 and the Texas team there 2. The final score. Good to see you, Daniel. Yeah, the weather's nice today. It's not hot. It's not as humid as yesterday. So it's pretty nice. Mark Freeman, good to see you out there in Texarkana. Hope it's not too hot for you down there as well. You hit 103 likes. It's a beautiful thing. Let's get to 150. Yeah, I'm gonna be walking right past your sister's. Your sister lives in a Hotel St. George, right? Right, Norm? The marquee fell on this building. So now we're gonna see what it looks like. The train station here was closed for the last couple of days. I'm pretty sure they've reopened. It's probably gonna look really weird. Let's see. Oh yeah, look, it's still there. Oh wow, it's still there. The marquee of the Hotel St. George. It fell down the other day. You can actually see a little bit of it here. You saw the video of it on the show, of the awning coming down. I could have swore there was like cables that kept it up too, but I guess not. This historic building from the 1920s. Danny wants to know exactly where I am. We're on the corner of Clark and Henry Streets in Brooklyn Heights. 95 degrees over there in Texarkana. Turn on the air conditioning. We're walking west along Clark Street. Okay, it looks like this side of the street is open, so you can get into the train station from here. And the awning is still there. The awning is still here. I think, are they taking it apart? Oh, I think they're taking it apart. I think they're taking the old awning apart right now. All right, so 2-3 station here at Clark Street is open. Is open. There you go. May be fun. I doubt it. I think it's just old age. The weird thing about it, though, is they were refurbishing the exterior of the building the last couple of years. Makes it a little weird. RK8, good to see you. Everything's going fantastic. Guy just randomly selling art. Look at this. It's cool. It's neat. Now, good to see you, Viking. Buongiorno. Out there in Italy. Hope you're having a great vacation. Have a nice Italian beer for me, all right? Have a nice cold Italian beer for me. That would be lovely. Crossing over Hicks Street. And we'll wait for the light here at Hicks Street. A little bit of a breeze, not too crazy though. So sorry about the wind noise, if the wind noise is really loud. You know, I keep on forgetting to test out the microphones. Ooh, that's cool. Look at the face. I've never noticed this before. Well, that's kind of cool and kind of creepy. Kind of cool and kind of creepy. Never noticed that before. Yeah, this weather's kind of nice. I mean, I wanted to go to the beach the other day, but we had like no sun. Yesterday I wanted to go to the beach. Feels like 2 days ago. JC Browser, welcome. Let's go down Willow Street here. Let's walk down Willow. Always a nice, pretty street to walk down. But it feels weird. I'm not in pants today. I know tomorrow for work I'll be back in shorts. So tomorrow morning we will have a, you know, if everything goes according to plan, commute-wise, we'll do our morning affirmation. And then I think we'll do another one of these streams. We'll walk around. Yeah, yeah, there's the update. Yeah, I haven't got around to testing it. So I got to get on the ball and test it. Robert Bruin, good to see you. Cast Cats, welcome. As we walk down the Brooklyn Heights, I just love the architecture over here. It is really nice. Me and the Duchess had dinner at Roll and Roaster yesterday, and for the first time I had the Roll and Roaster strip steak sandwich. It was amazing. Next time I go there, though, I'm going to get it with cheese. But it was really good. Look at the gaslight. Little gaslight right there. That's cool. You like it when I walk here? Nice and quiet. Good to see you there, Jim. A nice block here, cake. YOLO, good to see you. I did enjoy a lovely dinner. It was delicious. Brooklyn Heights is one of like the great neighborhoods of the city. Really is. And beautiful old carriage houses turned into regular houses. It's like walking back in time. Exactly, Mark. I want to know what kind of, these trees are very, I see them all over now. I'm like, what are these trees that are blooming these red flowers? So now we're going to be on Pierpont Place over here. Yeah, it's really good, Joe. Susan, today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Susan. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a great one. Oh no, Oleg, stay safe out there, Oleg. Stay safe out there, man. Yes, Patty Duke lived over here in Remsen Street. Supposedly. We'll walk down to her house right now. I'll show you Patty Duke's house. But Susan, I hope you're having a great birthday. Passing Montague streets. Love the trees on these blocks too. They're just so big. So much shade they provide. Nice little spot to have a glass of wine. Yeah, it's coming, Lisa. Yeah, Halloween products in the stores already. Sounds about right. Yeah, we'll be enjoying the Village Halloween parade before we even know it. All right, we have made it. So Patty Duke's house is right over here. What was it, number 8 or number 9? Remsen? Number 8 or number 9 resident, right? It's like right here. Would I live here? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, this is her house right over here, right? Number 8, Remsen. This is Patty Duke's house. Ali French, welcome. Good to see you, Cindy. Where the BQE becomes just 4 lanes. Right here. Good to see you there, Sally Muscles. Always a little bit of traffic right here because the 3 lanes become 2 lanes right here. This is the infamous triple cantilever. Brooklyn Joyce, I think this was used in the TV show. So it's an apartment building in real life. But this was the TV show address. So I don't know if they considered it like a townhouse or she had an apartment here. But the address was 8 Remsen. And that's this building right here. I don't think she actually lived here. I think it was just for the TV show. But what a view, right, of Lower Manhattan. You stumble out your door and boom, you're right on it. Pretty cool. And then you just walk up here and you're on the promenade. Let's do it. Let's do it. So this is how it is. It's 3 decks here. The promenade deck's the 3rd highest deck here, and then there's the 2 decks below this. And then they both anchor into the hill face that's right here. Brooklyn Heights are on the heights of a hill. And this structure was completed in 1955. Beetle says, thought we were in Manhattan. No, not yet. We're going to walk over the Brooklyn Bridge. The title of the live stream is Exploring Brooklyn and Manhattan. And we'll be in Lower Manhattan today, so we're not going to go up to Times Square or anything like that. I actually wouldn't go to Times Square on this YouTube channel. Try to avoid that place. But here it is, Brooklyn Heights Promenade. Winner of the 1961 Grand National Award, also known as the General Motors Better Highways Award. Socialo. Fantastic view indeed. Fantastic view indeed. Except for the cars and the stuff beneath us and the loud motorcycles. Good to see you there, Todd Peters. Welcome to the Brooklyn Heights Promenade. Just random art. Oh, random art. Random art. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. Appreciate that. Good to see you, Ann M. Welcome. Can't have everything. No, 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 Diana. Can't have everything. Got the fountains going here. Got the little... If it was like 100 degrees right now, I'd be like, I'm going to go into this mist right here. How's the smoke in New York City? Today is not that bad. Yesterday was worse. Yesterday you could actually like smell it. This morning you could smell it a little bit. But at the moment it's not that bad. It's supposedly, going by the weather radar, it's supposedly drizzling right now, but I don't feel anything. So, but the smoke is not that bad right now. This is just cloud cover. Paolo Y, thank you so much for subscribing. There we go. Yeah, it was bad in Connecticut yesterday. Yeah, it was bad here in New York yesterday. Good to see you, Paul. You're more than welcome. Quack, you got a heat wave over there in the Netherlands. It's going to get warm here in New York next week. So next week it'll be warm again. We'll be back into the 90s next week. I mean, this is nice. 74 degrees. It's looking nice. Good to see you, Kay. Welcome. Greenery is beautiful. That's right, Viking. Best view of the city is from right here in the promenade. Yeah, it's gonna be 90s again, Cake. Summertime, I mean, it's August, so that is to be expected. The days are getting shorter, though. Sunset is a little after 8 o'clock. Can't wait for fall, me too. I'm ready for the autumn. Nice and quiet over here right now too. Not much going on over here. No doubt Brooklyn Bridge is going to be a little crowded. What's that there? Raul Kavanaugh. Thank you so much for subscribing. I love the autumn too. Yeah, I can't wait for 40 degrees. Yeah. The live stream phone can't wait for 40 degrees. As I begin to sweat. Love the smell of autumn. Me too. Autumn is just such a great time. Love these houses here too. Just having a great view here. Ooh. We have that drizzle going on right now. Actually feel the drizzle at the moment. Yeah, Fireworks Friday in a couple of days, Todd. I'm looking forward to it as well. It's gonna be great. Okay, man. These houses have some of the best views in the city. That's why this is the fifth most expensive neighborhood by income to live in. Stare out your window. I couldn't imagine what it was like for 4th of July around here. Probably really nice. Awesome, Kirk. Good to see you. Good evening. Ooh, Fireworks Saturday. Yes, there you go, RoboJack. Yes, indeed. Saturday morning fireworks for everyone out there in UK. Memzatobe, good to see you. Ferocious thunderstorm in the Glades right now. So I hope you and your family stay safe out there in the Everglades. Or the Glades. I don't know what the Glades. Is that the Everglades? Or is that a place by Cleveland? Everglades, okay. Have a great day there. Have a great day there, Viking. Shot on an iPhone. Or drawn on an iPad. Shot on an iPhone and drawn on an iPad. Okay. Pretty cool. Alright, so it is drizzling very lightly right now, but nothing that makes me stop the stream. Congratulations to your son's to your son and his wedding day. Looks like we got some water here on the lens. There we go. Good to see you, Margie Blah. Welcome. Oh, we gotta do Brooklyn Bridge. We're doing Brooklyn Bridge. That's right. So let me. I'm gonna quickly. Yeah, just the spritz there, Jim. I'm gonna quickly, because we're right here by it. I normally go to the bathroom before I start the stream. I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick right now. There's a bathroom right down there. So I'm gonna quickly use the bathroom. Not too hot there right now. Yeah. Let's head down. Let's head down to Bliss. Sorry, to Squibb Park and use the restroom. Yes, indeed, Cracky. Yeah, I wasn't able to get off at my usual station. I had to walk like 8 blocks to get to where I set up the stream today. But usually where I get off the train, there's a bathroom right there. And Just want to make sure I'm good for the next couple of hours we're going to be on. I'll walk back up. I'll walk back up this ramp over here because we're walking over the bridge. But here we are, Squibb Park. Edward Squibb used to have his pharmaceutical factory here and laboratory here. This is where this park is today. The company still lives on today as Bristol Myers Squibb. We get to see Strawberry Fields. Oh, is the bathroom locked? No, okay. Gotta quickly use the bathroom. And I'll be right back, people. I'll be right back. Stand by. I guess it is locked. We will go to the Plan B bathroom. We're going to a Plan B bathroom now. Guess I'm gonna walk all the way up the hill. Todd, I usually always get my steps when I do these live streams. If I don't do 14,000 steps, nobody really watches. So it's okay, Margie. The other one's right. The other restroom's right down here. This is formerly the bounciest bridge in all of Brooklyn. Now it's a new bridge, which takes us down into Brooklyn Bridge Park. And I wonder how many of these apartments, townhouses they call them, I wonder how many of these, so there's a whole bunch that are empty that I know of. Bloody hell, okay. Going slow. Since we're doing such a long distance. You see right into these apartments here. Actually, I'll go by the new bathrooms. There's some new bathrooms down here at Pier 1. So these townhouses here technically pay for the entire upkeep of Brooklyn Bridge Park. So Brooklyn Bridge Park is a private-public partnership. So the Parks Department really doesn't maintain the parks. They do patrol them for safety reasons. Karen J. McLean up there in Canada, good to see you. Down the stairs we go. Hello, Arjan and John Burke. I love it when I go over the Brooklyn Bridge myself. There's Jeanette Trainer. now we have this other bathroom. This brand new little pavilion here. So I'm gonna use the bathroom here really quick. This looks like it's open. All right, stand by. And I will be right back. Stand by, everybody. Hey, all right, mission accomplished. Let me just wipe my hands down and wipe the stuff down here with a wet wipe here. Hey, we did it. Good, now I feel so much better now. As the drizzle continues on here in Brooklyn Bridge Park. Ready for fall already? I want to enjoy a little bit more summer. I want to enjoy a little bit more of summer before we get into autumn. Nice view of the bridge, right? Yeah, we might as well go underneath it, and then we'll go up water in Washington streets here. We'll see the tourists. All right. You have no more sweat to give. You like my fireworks screensaver, Todd? I made that on an app. I made that with an app. There's like a fireworks app. So I made that with an app. And that is definitely a Dutch Ma's poop approved bathroom here at Pier 1, Brooklyn Bridge Park. They keep it really clean. Yeah, let's enjoy a little bit more summer. Yeah, it's more like a broil or a sauna. Yeah, exactly. It's been a warm summer. I haven't been able to enjoy it. That's the thing. That's the one like annoying thing about this summer. Old Fulton Street. There you go. All right. Yeah, I know L&B is open. I already ate lunch. I already ate lunch. I think I've enjoyed more than 7 summers though. Looking forward to seeing old year 6 from new apartment. There you go, Cass. Oh, we have like a photo shoot happening here. Like a photo shoot. I'm gonna get right into their shot. That memorial is still here. Memorial for the young naval cadets. This feels like it was just a couple of weeks ago. This was in May. Wow. People are definitely like maintaining this. I don't think the one on the other side is still around. Still here. Feels like it was just like a week ago that happened. It happened a couple of months ago now. Good to see you, Michelle. Welcome. Definitely a tragic event. For sure. Again, a very light. Wow, look at the waves coming off that boat. Wow. So peaceful down here. Always so peaceful down here. Yes, the ship is still in the Navy Yard. Yes, one of my favorite YouTubers, 2 Feet Outdoors. He actually paddled. He sailed his kayak into the Wallabout Bay, also known as the Brooklyn Navy Yard. And you got a close-up look of the ship. All right, Jane's Carousel, right there. Yule Soul, welcome, and Justine. I see you, Justine, and Yule Soul, welcome. Beautiful Jane's Carousel. Michelle King down there in the great state of Texas. Welcome. Yes, there's a couple of dry docks here in New York City, Ollie, including one at the Navy Yard. And this carousel here, Hurricane Sandy survivor. It survived the hurricane. Little birds dining on some crust. And by the way, this is, of course, Debbie's Cove here. Arr. This be Debbie's Cove here, where they find the skull and bones. No earthquakes, no tornadoes, no extreme weather or extreme natural events. No extreme natural events. Manhattan Bridge, right over here. Where is it? Here's Manhattan Bridge in numbers. We are not doing a quiz later on, so you don't have to memorize that. Is somebody smoking a spliff while eating? I think somebody's smoking a spliff while eating. Very strong odor. And I'm looking around for people who are smoking. I don't see anybody who's smoking. So I think somebody who's eating at that fancy restaurant has a spliff going on. Good to see you, Marty. Welcome. We'll say hello to Water and Washington Street here. Yes, indeed. There you go. Today's secret number is 42. Karen J. McLean has it correct with today's secret number of 42. If you're new to the broadcast, tell us where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. My name is Dutch Maz. I'm a New York City based live streamer. Also a licensed New York City tour guide. But I don't know everything. I'll be the first to tell you I don't know everything. All right, Washington Street. Let's head up the hill. Work out my calf muscles here on Washington Street. Let's photobomb some people, shall we? Let's photobomb some people. I appreciate that, Karen. So this is, you're too close. This is not the photo. So if you want to get the photo, you don't go here. The photo is further back. So they're all getting the photo wrong. This is not the correct spot for the photo. It's actually up here where the street's closed. That is the spot. And we got a whole bunch of people in the spot, it looks like. They must have listened to watched the live stream here. He's in the perfect spot. There it is. So we'll get their pictures here and then we'll slide in really quick. Whenever I see this, I'm reminded how lucky I am. Stand in the manhole cover. Guy Heyman driving those roads of America. Good to see you. All right, get your screenshots. Yeah, that's the problem, Strawberry. You know, when I do my tours, I make it a point that at somewhere along the way, hopefully at multiple points of the tour, I just get quiet. And I let the guests enjoy the scene. Hail there, John. Hail. It's okay, Brent. Very iconic picture. All right, up Washington Street we go. We're gonna go up the hill. I shall work out my calf muscles now. Ah, there you go, John the Beagle Dad. There you go. RoboJack's 50-50. RoboJack's 50-50. My calves are doing fantastic. They're feeling a lot better from Saturday. Me and the Duchess got a nice walk in yesterday. I was going to stream it, but it was just too gloomy. Kind of like right now. Just too gloomy. We're about to head over Brooklyn Bridge if you're just joining us. See how many vendors are over here. Thanks for subscribing. I do have stamina, of course. I'm a New Yorker. You love New York City in all weather? I'm hoping for a nice blizzard to live stream in this winter. Hoping for a nice blizzard. A lot of people over here. That's where all the people are at. Oh, we still have Photoville going on here on Washington Street. That's cool. This is a DOT vehicle parking lot right here. Looks like also Parks Department uses it as well. Little crowded here. Little crowded. Going really slow now. Let's see how crazy Brooklyn Bridge is. I've been coming here in the public. I've been taken to court twice over that. And you're in the public, so there's no reasonable expectation for privacy while you're in the public. Both times I was taken to court, I won. And also, I was offered to countersue, which I declined. Hope everything's working out safe for you there, Oleg. Ooh, Brooklyn Bridge is packed. Brooklyn Bridge is packed. RK8, that's right. Went up a hill, now I'm going up the bridge. It's a good workout. The 142-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. Here's the Brooklyn Bridge in numbers. I love this bridge too. And Ronald Naylor with a $25 PayPal. Ron, thank you so much for the very generous $25 PayPal. Thank you so much for joining today's $25 PayPal club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $25 PayPal. Ron, you just bought my lunch, Ronster. Thank you, man. Ronster, you just bought my lunch. Thank you so much, Ron. Much, 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 much appreciated. Literally bought my... You bought my Burger King this afternoon, so thank you. Most of my money on PayPal goes to Grubhub, so thank you. Thank you, Ron. Much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Lunch, it was lunch. I got some Burger King today, came out to like 22 bucks. So, they had a nice BOGO. So I got some chicken fries, waiting for the Duchess at home. The Duchess made me a dinner I cannot wait to have, and that's sausage and peppers a la Duchess. So I am ready for it. There you go, Strawberry, absolutely. All right, we are on the superstructure of the Brooklyn Bridge. Thanks for subscribing. Little bit of a drizzle coming down at the moment. Missy Girl, welcome. Really? Well, Missy Girl, one day you'll come out here to New York and walk the bridge. So it will happen. Just save your nickels, dimes, and kronars. We ain't going anywhere. I was just thinking about it. Just in a little over a month, it's going to be September 11th, and everything's beginning to wind. Once that Tour de France ends, it's a wrap. Summer's all downhill from there. Summer peaks during the Tour de France in July, and then that's it. It's all downhill. So far, no vendors on the bridge, so that's good. Very light drizzle, and they have cleaned off, the DOT crews have cleaned off all the railings here. It looks like they were getting covered in a whole bunch of crap, so it looks like they've cut off a lot of them from the last time we crossed the bridge. Fawn Marie, enjoy. That sounds good. I haven't had Korean in quite some time. I'm a fan of the Korean barbecue. I'm not a fan of kimchi. Not yet, RoboJax. Unfortunately, E-Bike Mike can't make it out with us on Saturday due to a previous engagement. But I'm hoping to get an electric bike on Saturday so I can make some content for you guys. So stay tuned. But yeah, if you want to come on a bike ride with me on Saturday afternoon, reach out to me on Instagram and you could join we'll do that big loop again. We'll head up to Inwood and then head all the way down the West Side Highway. Yeah, NYPD patrolling the bridge. That's where there's no vendors up here. We'll see. We will see. I see the building. You got some locks up here. Got some locks right here. Here is the builder's plaque of the bridge. The designer of the bridge, John Augustus Roebling, he dies just 2 weeks into construction of the bridge. Colonel Washington Roebling, he comes down with the bends. He's paralyzed from the waist down. About 2.5 years into construction of the bridge. So who really builds the bridge? The great Emily Warren Roebling. She gets top billing here on the builder's plaque. And we always have to remember, and on the back of every great work, we can find the self-sacrificing devotion of a woman. And in the Brooklyn Bridges case, that's Emily Warren Roebling. Let's continue on. As it rains very lightly here. Little humid out here, I have to say. Gotta wipe my brow. Little humid out here. This walkway that we're walking on, it's exactly the same spot as it was back in 1883. This bridge opens up on May 24th, 1883. The reason why this pathway here is in wood is because this is the part of the structure that moves around the most. Good to see you, Sarah C. Good to see you, Dan Harsman. How many times have I crossed the bridge? Thousands. Thousands. I wouldn't even say hundreds, I would say thousands. I have been crossing the bridge on a regular basis since 2000. There you go. There you go, Quacky. We can make it happen. We'll make it happen one day. I'm almost not used to it being this cold. It's kind of cold out up here right now. And it is raining very lightly though. So it's not that big of a deal. Oh, without a doubt, Karen, without a doubt. See, they got to clean this one now. So if you visit a city, don't leave junk like this on bridges. Look, they're literally tying junk onto the bridge. Where was I during the blackout of 2003? I was home. I had off of work that day, and I slept on the roof of my apartment building. The first thing I did was I made sure I got beer. I got a bunch of beer, and then me and my friends had my best friend actually living in my apartment building. So me and him and a couple of our neighbors, we basically set up camp on the roof. It was a beautiful moonlit night. And we had beers, we listened to the radio. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a really fun experience because in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, where I live, we only lost power for like, I think it was 12 hours or something like that. It was exactly 12 hours. It came back exactly 12 hours later. You can see the Statue of Liberty from here. Let's say hello to Lady Liberty really quick. It's roughly 21 million a year, roughly 91,000 a day across the Brooklyn Bridge. And it's not the most that crossed the bridge. The heyday of the bridge was in the 19-teens when you had some Brooklyn Mass Transit trains and some trolleys going over the bridge. And I think back then it was like a little over 150,000 a day across the bridge. Right now it's 91,000. So roughly like 22, 21 million a year. Statue of Liberty right down there. Little drizzle going on, yeah. On my bridge. Yep, 91,000 a day. And that's counting all modes of traffic. So that's counting pedestrians, cars, vans, and bicycles.
It goes.
And that number obviously varies. I mean, that's kind of like a general number I use. Is obviously it will fluctuate. I'm on YouTube, Adriana. I'm on YouTube. Good to see you. You know, I haven't seen a horse cross the bridge in quite some time. I have seen horses cross the bridge though. Wow. Yo, the DOT, they gotta do something here. See guys, this is not nice. This is not cool. To put this much junk here on the bridge. And people are literally tying just anything. A lot of those 9/11 wristbands are tied into the bridge as well. Look how many 9/11 wristbands. There's so many of them. It's not romantic. It's not a nice thing to do. Please don't do it. Yeah. So the DOT removes it. Good to see you, my Mia. Welcome. Got a little light drizzle going on right now. It's actually kind of refreshing, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of refreshing. But aloha everybody. We are almost to Manhattan.
I've been running some days, so like it's just way better.
Yeah, no, I just sent an email to the DOT. I mean, they're not going to do anything. You know, there was a time, Big T, I was sending an email to the DOT once a month about the vendors on the bridge. And they did nothing. Mind you, I would send them an email with a new picture taken every time, showing people how you know, how dangerous it was, and they didn't do anything about the vendors for quite some time. So something tells me if I talk about all the locks and stuff on the bridge, it's going to go to deaf ears anyway. We got a couple of vendors right here. Here we go. We got a couple of vendors here on the beach, on the bridge. I mean, E-Bike Mike. Good to see you, E-Bike Mike. All the vendors are held up over here. About 9 of them, 10 of them. Here is the original. Here's the original plaque here of the bridge. That's the original dedication plaque right there. That's the one that the President of the United States stood in front of. All right, coming off the bridge into Manhattan, we have a new art installation here in Manhattan today, here in Lower Manhattan, that we're gonna check out. Yes, it is strawberry. Yes, it is hard to do that. Baron, the bridge is open 24/7, just like everything in New York City. So the bridges are open 24/7, unless they're doing construction, obviously. The subways run 24/7. The buses run 24/7. But we do take naps here in New York City. Yeah, Jolie, I've seen horses actually down on the roadway level. I've seen NYPD use horses during various protests. It would be cool to see the horses walk on the wood here, but I've never seen a mounted patrol here on the footpath. I've only seen them down the roadway level. That's right, Todd. That's right. Murphy's Law would dictate that everyone should stand in the narrowest spot on the bridge to take a picture. This is not the best picture to take on the Brooklyn Bridge, but most people only do not want to walk all the way across the bridge. So this is always a bottleneck where people are. Three, two, one. There we go. See, just a 3, 2, 1. See, that's a proper photographer. He takes a picture quick. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. That's all you need. Light drizzle turning into a moderate drizzle. Oh, that's good to know, Kaz. Oh no, we got a turntable up here? Yo, this breaks all the vending rules. This is highly illegal. Claudio Ordinamenti, welcome. Look at that, it's taking up a lot of space. Taking up a lot of real estate right there. You want to pay $10 to take a picture with your own phone? They just put it on a... You know, all you gotta do is just hold your hand out and spin around. All right, so I'm gonna say there's officially like 13, 14 vendors up on the bridge at the moment. A lot of them were clustered at the tower of the bridge. They seem to really be undeterred by the police presence. And welcome to Manhattan. Good to see you, James. As you see, it's always more crowded on the Manhattan side. Because most people just walk halfway across the bridge, turn around, and head back to Manhattan. If you ever come out to New York, walk all the way across the bridge. You'll feel a sense of accomplishment doing that. That's the municipal building right over there. One Police Plaza is that square building back there, and then the High School of Murray Bring-Tram right over there. Big Trob right over there as well. Foley Square is off in that direction, yes indeed. Wipe off stuff here. Rain coming down. Still light though. Rain's not terribly not being terribly a hindrance there, so it's fine. One World Trade Center right over there. And I think we'll go through Memorial Plaza on our way to Wagner Park. That's where we're going. Where's the sun behind the clouds? Got a vendor right down here. So I'm gonna say 15 vendors, 15, 16 vendors on the bridge today. And most of them were all clustered up at the Manhattan Tower. So I guess some of these vendors are undeterred by a police presence.
And I do understand the appeal. I just don't know.
You sound like a Hydrax. Maybe she was a Hydrax. My favorite skyscraper off in the distance with the green point on top of it. The Woolworth Building, the tallest building in the world in 1913. And the only skyscraper in skyscraper history to be paid for its construction in cash. I think we're going to round up to 20 here. We have a couple of more vendors right here at the bottom of the bridge. So I think we're going to round this up to 20. We're at like 14, 15. Now there's like another 5, 6 down here. I think we have some guys wanting to make a TikTok, it looks like. That's a smart move. Umbrellas and ponchos. That's a cool thing. They're making a TikTok. They're making a TikTok. Chris, the hot dog guy, the guy who reviews hot dog stands, realized that a lot of these hot dog stands that are here at the base of the Brooklyn Bridge are all owned by the same guy, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's a lot, Jolie. It could be very possibly very lucrative. Yalla, 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 yalla. It's funny when I come off the bridge with my group. I bring my group right through here. We cross this street and then we ride our bikes along the sidewalk back down to Chambers. So in order to get people out of the way, I go yalla, 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 yalla. All right. Welcome to Manhattan, everybody. Oh, they got like a whole store. Yo. They got like a whole back and everything. Holy shit. Like, see, I could tell you for a fact that where this guy is set up, so he's set up in a curb cut. So there's a curb cut that starts right here and it goes all the way down to there. That is an illegal spot. You're not supposed to be in a curb cut. The curb cut is there for fire department access in case they have to utilize the sidewalk. I feel bad for the Dollar Water guy too. I think the Dollar Water guy is somewhere in Midtown. I'm gonna find him. That's Mr. Rahman. We'll find that Dollar Water guy again. That's right. Classic hot dog with mustard. That's right. To our right-hand side, City Hall. Right over here. We'll walk through City Hall Park here. See what's cooking inside of City Hall Park here. That red brick building, the Potter Building from 1882. One of the first fireproofed buildings in the world. So the abandoned station is actually just underneath the park over there. That's how you get like those skylights. But they're right over there. Yes, our current mayor is Mayor Eric Adams, former Brooklyn Borough President, and also a New York City police detective. JNR Music World, Mimi. Right across the street. Let's see what's going on here in City Hall Park. We got weird art in here, as we always do. Oh, little rats. Who saw the little mouse? If dear friend of the channel LP Walks is watching, don't be afraid of the rats. The rats are more afraid of you. Oh, he left as a captain. Thank you so much, Neil, for the correction. Left as a captain. New York City Hall, the oldest continuously operating city hall in the United States. Completed in 1811. New York City is full of rats, exactly. It's full of rats. And they're more afraid of you. Who's seen the Instagram video of the rat washing himself in the fountain, in the lily pad fountain at the Brooklyn Botanical Garden? It's the cutest video. He's washing his face and stuff. There's some weird freaking art. There's some weird art there. What's this called here? Touching the Earth. Thaddeus Mosley. Okay, this is made of bronze. Oh, it's so gloriously weird. This bronze, when it's wet, looks like, or is this wood or this is bronze again? Let's see. Oh, this is bronze. It looks like wood, but it's bronze. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Nothing will ever beat Pizza Rat and Taco Squirrel. The animals are on another level out here in New York. We could all agree upon that. I mean, look how confidently this pigeon struts. He knows exactly where he wants to go, and nobody's gonna stop him, right? Nobody's gonna stop you, right? He's just gonna do what he's gonna do. Exactly, Karen J. McLean, exactly. I used to have a friend who used to have a pet rat as well. That's true, Ali Francis, true. Let me show you guys the last little bit of JNR Music World. Somebody mentioned JNR Music World before. I'll show you the last. There's one last vestige of it left. I just gotta cross the street right here. Okay, I'll see you later, Ripplejacks. Have a good one, man. Enjoying the scenery there, Quacky? This right here, this is the New York Globe building right here. This was the tallest building in the world in 1899. And it's now an apartment building. All these buildings here are basically apartment buildings now. They started out as commercial buildings. A lot of newspapers used to publish from right here along Park Row. And now it's all apartments. But let me show you the last little vestige of one of my favorite stores of all time, JNR Music World. Just like that, 7 o'clock. Property in this area is expensive. Yeah, well, a lot of these buildings are actually landmarked, so. A lot of these buildings are landmarked. Haha, there you go, Oleg. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the last vestige of JNR Music and Computer World. Look, the signage is still here. Oh, it's still here. There's two of them. There's another one behind the scaffolding here. This is what this store looks like. I gotta put some kind of new retail in here. Right, Ron? Great memories, right? But there you go. Little piece of history. That little sign has seen a lot. When you think about everything that happened here over the years, it's seen a lot. Let's go over to the World Trade Center here. Cake 813, I used to go to JNR, and in the last few years JNR was open. I exclusively went to JNR for hard drives, because every hard drive I've ever bought from JNR never failed. And I still have a couple of spinning disk hard drives, external drives, that I bought from JNR that still work to this day. So, yeah. Right, these buildings could talk, right? Look, this is a cool view here. Let's do some ASMR. Broadway, everyone. Broadway, ASMR. Here we go. Great view of the Chrysler building straight up the way there as you look straight north on Broadway. A little bit of Broadway ASMR there. This guy almost hit somebody. This guy came a little too quick around that corner right there. Good to see you, Gabe. You just sit outside of the World Trade when your husband searched for albums in JNR. Nice, Jan. That's a nice memory. Lewis Murphy, welcome. This is the oldest continuously used building in all of New York City. This is St. Paul's Chapel, built in 1778 or 1779. Oh, sorry, I'm getting it wrong. 1797. Sorry, 1797. Yeah, I missed the Virgin Megastore as well. Yeah, that's the thing. JNR had everything when it came to audio. They had all the toys in there. All the toys for audio, computers.
Is it done?
Oh boy. Oh boy. That is, we just walked past some serious drama right there. The lady was clearly upset with the guy. And all I heard was, I'm not talking to you anymore. I don't know if you guys heard that. She goes, I'm not talking to you anymore. That tone right there, yeah, she don't want to talk to you, bro. She don't want to talk to you, bro. This is over. I don't want to talk to you no more. Anyway. Right, that voice, Conan, that voice. That's the voice of a mind made up. The decision has been made. It's been locked in, people. Exactly, just another day in New York. The beautiful Oculus, everyone. The World Trade Center Transportation Hub. Transportation hub meant to represent the spreading wings of a dove. That's right, you go, girl. Listen, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Church Street. This guy really just wants to go. This guy really wants to go. He's really in a hurry to go. We're gonna wait for the next light. We'll enjoy the view here. So that's 1 World Trade Center, number 7 World Trade Center is right there. Where this street art is here, this is number 2 World Trade Center. That's the base for number 2 World Trade Center. We're waiting for an anchor tenant to occupy number 2 World Trade Center. So that building's not going to go up until we secure space. Number 3 World Trade Center is right here, and behind that, number 4 World Trade Center. Number 6 World Trade Center is hiding right behind over there. World Trade Center Performing Arts Center. That's technically number 6 World Trade Center. Number 5 World Trade Center will become is going to become a hotel / residential building. Construction hasn't begun on that building as of yet as well. Welcome to the World Trade Center. Good to see you, Audrey. Just clocked out for the day. Nice. Sometimes people just need a hug. And here we are. You know, while I do like the new World Trade Center compared to the old one, of course I would give anything to get the old Twin Towers back. Especially this month of August. In August, I usually tend to begin to reflect on how far I've come in my life as an adult. And D. Davy with a $10 super sticker. D. Davy, thank you so much for the very generous $10 super sticker. Thank you so much for joining today's $10 super sticker club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $10 super sticker. Unfortunately, super stickers do not release Chaos Emeralds. I'm still trying to figure out why. But D. Davy, thank you so much for your sponsorship of today's episode. Much appreciated. Memorial Plaza. You know, Jolie, this place, it's so weird. It's like when I think about World Trade Center, the original one and the new one, but of course the original one more so. It's one of those places that you never thought was going to change. And now in retrospect, some 24 years later, you know, it was dingy, it was really big. Architecturally, it was kind of unimaginative, it was kind of boring. But there was something about them, and the more and more I watch old videos of the Twin Towers, I yearn for it. Granted, this new World Trade Center complex kind of reminds me of the city of the future. Everything's clean and it's white, everything's simple shapes. But you know, I'll give anything to see the old Twin Towers back. Let's have a little moment of silence here by the North Tower. Thank you, guys. Now, while there's no significant meaning to the number of trees that are here in Memorial Plaza, roughly 274 white swamp oak trees, the last line of trees before you touch the names, that's where the wall would have been. So the footprints of the towers are a little bit smaller than the actual towers themselves. So when you're touching those names, you're within the footprint of whether it be the North or South Tower, respectively. And then let's do the infinity point here. Goes on forever. You don't want to. It's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. I'm happy that the security guard got him off quick. From what I'm hearing lately, the security guards are a bit lax. So that's the main thing you don't want to do when you come here, is sit on the names. That's very disrespectful. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Have a good one, man. If there's one thing you don't want to do here is sit on the names, especially to take a picture. Out of the 2,753 people who died here at the World Trade Center, only around 1,400 of those people got a body part back, got anything back. So this memorial right here is the last tribute to their lives. And to sit on their names is highly disrespectful. And this is still a living memorial, so like, you know, you want to come in here and, you know, maybe have eat some lunch or something like that. You could, I would recommend doing that. But just be respectful of the voids, of the footprints of the Twin Towers. My favorite tree in all of New York. Here's Survivor Tree. Survivor Tree is looking good. All green and almost blends in with all the other swamp oak trees. Of course, Survivor Tree is a calorie pear tree that survived both collapses of the World Trade Center. Wow. It was planted back here 15 years ago. Wow. Where has time gone? Where has time gone? Let's have a little moment of silence here by the South Tower. It's nice to see the South Tower operational again. But wow, the Survivor Tree was replanted here in December 2010. And I remember that so like crystal clear. I'm also happy to report that the Fritz Cohen's sphere, the last surviving bit of sculpture art from the original World Trade Center complex, they're adding lights to it. They're adding lights to the base of that, so it's going to light up at night now. Pretty amazing. Wow, Big T. My deepest condolences, Big T. My deepest condolences to your cousin. You're more than welcome, Jan. They have this all fenced off already. They're getting ready to close it down, it looks like. So we're going to go to an opening here where we could exit out here. Yeah, LW, it's emotional for me too as well. I mean, every time I come here. Whenever I come in here, I'm a little bit quieter. And that's how you're supposed to use this. Okay, let me see if I can get out of here before he closes this all up. Or do I gotta go around this way? Let me go right behind this guy here. All right. Let's go see, let's actually go up there. Let's go up to Liberty Park. Let's go up to Liberty Park and I'll show you guys the Fritz Cohen's sphere. Number 4 World Trade Center. This is Liberty Street. There's also been evidently a rash of tourists riding bikes around Memorial Plaza. I'll be the first to tell you, please do not do that. You don't want to ride a bike on Memorial Plaza when there's perfectly fine streets that directly surround Memorial Plaza. So there's also a nice set of bike racks on West Street where you could lock up and stay out of the way of everybody. But right over here, this is the only site of the new World Trade Center that is not on the original footprint. It's where number 5 World Trade Center is going to eventually stand. This is the site of the Deutsche Bank building. And that rendering is not accurate. That rendering is not accurate. And of course, we will be here on September 11th. We'll do our nighttime tradition of walking across the Brooklyn Bridge and paying tribute with the tribute in light. We're now right behind the National Shrine of St. Nicholas, the Greek Orthodox Church, the most fortified church in the world, designed by Santiago Calatrava. Right over here, a very subtle addition to Liberty Park here, and that is the Anne Frank tree right here. This tree is a sapling from the original chestnut tree that grew outside the secret annex where Anne Frank and her family hid from the Nazis during 1942 to 1944 during the occupation of Amsterdam. When hiding, Anne Frank kept a diary in which she wrote her hopes for the future while looking upon the tree from her window. The Anne Frank Tree Center for Mutual Respect planted this tree here in Liberty Park back in 2016, and it was dedicated on June 12th, 2017, Anne Frank's birthday. The tree is one of 11 saplings gifted across the United States as a part of the Sapling Project. So, slowly but surely, this beautiful chestnut tree is going to grow tall. Very subtle, it's just kind of hanging out here. A lot of people just walk right by it. Oh, another little rat. Another little rat. Here's this beautiful church here, the National Shrine of St. Nicholas, Greek Orthodox Church. Now, where we're walking right now, Liberty Park stands where there used to be a street level parking garage, really a parking lot. And in the middle of that parking lot was a little 4-story building, and that was the old Greek Orthodox Church, completely destroyed when the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed. I did not, Quacky. I did not actually visit the Anne Frank house. I know I rode my bike past it, but I didn't visit it. No, that tree is a chestnut tree. The Anne Frank tree is a direct descendant of the chestnut tree that grew in front of Anne Frank's house in Amsterdam. So again, 1 World Trade Center, number 7. Number 6 World Trade Center, the Performing Arts Center. The entrance to the museum is in the middle of Memorial Plaza. We could just see a little bit of the Oculus, and behind that will be number 2 World Trade Center, number 3 and number 4 World Trade Centers. And behind us will be number 5 World Trade Center. How many times did I have lunch around this thing? They're going to add lights to it. They're going to add lights to the base of Fritz Cohen's sphere coming up in the near future. So looking forward to coming out here at night and showing that. And then, of course, we have another kind of a monument that was gifted to us. And this is the America's Response monument. This statue represents an American Green Beret who rode on horseback into combat in Afghanistan in October of 2001. The first time in over 50 years that an American troops rode on horseback, Du Bloomberg created this bronze statue to honor the U.S. Army Special Forces and Special Operations Forces, also the Central Intelligence Agency and other interagency teams who were called to serve following the attacks on September 11, 2001. The monument is subtitled "De Oppresso Liber," the motto of the U.S. Army Special Forces, which means liberate the oppressed. The America's Response Monument made its debut at the New York City Veterans Parade in 2011 before finding its permanent home here in Liberty Park back in 2016. I remember this was like on the back of a truck for a while, and they drove it all around. There's actually a little bit of World Trade Center steel at the bottom there. That's World Trade Center steel. And Mimi with a $20 super chat. Mimi, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you for joining today's $20 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Mimi, for sponsoring the live stream today. Little rat running over there. I appreciate that, Mimi. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the tour. Oh, we do have that's new, World Trade Center weather station. Just noticed that. Oh, we got a weather station here now. Hey, that's new. World Trade Center weather station. Pretty neat. See you later, James. Thanks for tuning on in. All right, let's head back down to street level here. Good to see you, Hank. Walking along Liberty Street here. Hard to imagine when they built the original Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, when they built the foundation for the Twin Towers, they had to dig down some 70 feet to get to bedrock. And in the process, they removed 2.7 million cubic yards of dirt and debris. They actually found a ship dating back to the British era. But you know what they did with all that dirt and debris? Well, hey, I swear to God, if I would have got hit by that bike, you would have saw a real New York moment. Anyway, let me get back into tour guide mode. Everything you see on this side of West Street here is built on the landfill from the original World Trade Center construction. The entire neighborhood of Battery Park City is built on reclaimed land created by the original World Trade Center construction. Yeah, you feel the same way about Memorial Plaza? Yeah. Very special place. Very special place. Look at this. One of my favorite breweries has a brewery right here at the World Financial Center. 6 Points Brewery. I gotta have a beer here. I haven't had a beer here yet. I love my 6 Points beer. Damn, those guys are tying one on. Do we have some salarymen hanging out over there? We got some Japanese salarymen hanging out there. Those guys are tying one on. Their whole table was full of empty glasses. Dang. Let's go down South End Avenue. We never walked down this street. Got some Japanese salarymen having a drink in there. Colleen, you're more than welcome for the company and the live stream. Some kind of concert going on up in the park up there. Lewis, it's been pretty chill today. Pretty chill live stream today. We got some new art to check out at Wagner Park. So that's where we're going right now. And now we are walking right down pretty much the main street of Battery Park City. Yeah, relatively low humidity today. Relatively low humidity. It's still a little humid, but not as bad as it was just yesterday. I appreciate that, Jolie. Thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying it. You only need one set of gills, exactly. Exactly. I mean, this is probably the only place in Manhattan where I would like live. Like if I had a choice to live anywhere in Manhattan, I would live here in Battery Park City. It's for a couple of reasons. One, the connectivity to the rest of the city is like, can't be beat. It's really convenient. Also, these are all modern buildings, so they have quite a few modern conveniences, but also most importantly, this was built with flooding in mind. This was one of the few places in Manhattan along the waterfront that really didn't flood. This is also the only place below 34th Street that maintained electrical power, even to the point where they had cable television. And one of my more favorite stories of Hurricane Sandy happened just down the block here, where Channel 11 reporter Monica Morales was stranded with her television crew here for 3 days because their van was basically here at the high water mark, or high land mark here. So it flooded, but only like a foot or two. So they were still able to broadcast, and they broadcasted from here for 3 days. And then at the end of the 3 days, when she did her final report, she cried on live TV. And she said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that New Yorkers are some of the nicest people in the world. The cost to live around here, it's pretty expensive. I mean, we're in Lower Manhattan, so like a 1-bedroom apartment to rent, it's gonna cost you around probably $3,500 a month. But again, these are like modern buildings. So like even during Hurricane Sandy, when everything below 34th Street lost electricity, all these buildings had emergency electrical generators. This entire neighborhood was built with flooding in mind. So when Hurricane Sandy hit, it actually wasn't that bad here. People still had water, they still had sewage. And again, they even still had cable television, which is amazing. I'm going to show you where Monica Morales reported for 3 days. It was just down the block here. Where I live in Bay Ridge, we're really high up. So obviously we didn't flood, but we did have some effects of the wind. It was pretty scary hearing that wind howl for all those hours. Luckily, our windows didn't break or anything like that. It was scary. And again, then you get that question, which was scarier, 9/11 or Hurricane Sandy? Hurricane Sandy, without a doubt, was a lot scarier. than 9/11 because Hurricane Sandy affected the whole city and we had to endure it for like 12 hours. But yeah, exactly. These buildings here have diesel generators and pumps and whatnot. But it was right here, Monica Morales reported on the Pix 11 for 3 days, and people watched her. People in the buildings up here, they were watching her, and then they fed her and her crew. They let her use the bathroom and take a shower and whatnot, but it was right here. This is where it all happened. Literally right here. The water during Sandy came up to just beyond here. Right about here, the water came up to. And she reported from right here. And everybody in these buildings here, they all took care of her. One of my favorite stories. And now, boom, this is the South Cove. This is the South Cove of Battery Park City. But this whole coastline here is designed to mitigate storm surge and flooding. So it's all designed like this. You have the steps here, you have this dramatic step right here to kind of mitigate the wave action. Painted Egg, good to see you, Painted Egg. Welcome to the show. Jersey City across the way. Like the blue lights there, Audrey? There you go. It's a really nice little walkway here. And this is going to lead us down to Wagner Park. Now, Robert Wagner, he was the governor of New York State, right? Or was he also the mayor of New York City? Let me know. Everyone always thinks it's Robert Wagner, the actor, which it is not. Nice little pathway here. Look, the most romantic bench in all of New York City. You have like a little podium up there and a bench just big enough for 2 people. So if you could get it, and there is a couple up there right now, if you could get that bench, that is the most romantic bench in all of New York. Great for a sunset view, even though we're not getting a sunset tonight. Yeah, no padlocks either. No. This is the Holocaust Remembrance Museum. Or the Museum of Jewish Heritage. There we go. The Museum of Jewish Heritage. This museum does focus on the Holocaust, though. There's a very moving exhibit or display in this museum there's a big pile of shoes. I think it's like 10,000 shoes or 30,000 shoes, and those are all recovered from various concentration camps. It's a very powerful and simple remembrance. Statue of Liberty right down over there. And now we're going to go into, this is my first time seeing this, the all-new Wagner Park. Wagner Park recently has been lifted some, I believe it's like 16 feet. And that is to create a storm surge barrier as a part of the dry line. You can see a video about the dry line here on YouTube. Yeah, cake, it's very powerful. When I saw that for the first time, it was very powerful. Wow, it really does look all new. Here is the all new. So this has been closed for a while now, so it's nice to see it reopened. Robert F. Wagner Jr. Park. Here we are. You can see it looks completely different now. This used to be like there was like a field right here, basically, a big lawn right here. Now we have this rise here, and you see how high up we're going. Get great views though. Even though it's kind of a dreary day, it's not that bad. But now I am looking for the art. Yes, indeed, Karen. I stream from the dry line on a regular basis. Whenever we walk down underneath the FDR, where they're building those big storm surge doors, that's part of the dry line. Oh, I found the art. It's right over here. These guys were moved. These guys were down on the street. Now they're here in the lawn. But we have a really cool bit of art here that's gonna be here until, I believe, September. So it's right here in front of the Jewish Heritage Museum. Across the street from right here, so across the street right there, is the Skyscraper Museum. What, is it not turned on? The art is not activated. Can we go inside? We can go inside. Oh, it is locked. Look at this. This is supposed to light up. I don't know why it's not lit up. But there's supposed to be little lights in here. It still looks cool. Still looks really impressive, but I want to come here when this is all lit up so we could get the full effect. But there you go. It's a whole little like house here with flowers and lights inside of it. This is supposed to light up. What the hell? Maybe it only lights up at night. Leave it lit up during the day. Little greenhouse here full of flowers. I was hoping for it to be lit up. We're gonna have to come back, people. No, these are all, I'm pretty sure they're all fake. I'm pretty sure they're all fake plants. But I could be wrong, so if anyone wants to look it up. But I'm pretty sure those are all, because they have like, some of the plants have like lights inside of them. But right here across the street from the Skyscraper Museum. Thank you so much there, Quacky. Appreciate that. And I'm not a vlogger, I'm a live streamer. I'm a live streamer. Good evening, David, Bangor, Maine. Welcome. I appreciate that, Quacky. Thank you. Ah, awesome, Darian. Come on back to New York. We're not going anywhere. This is incredible. Wow. This used to all be just like a lawn. And now we're really high up. And then there's the new and improved, it's like a restaurant building over here. Nice. This little park came out really nice. Wow, I'm impressed with it. A lot of little areas to sit down and chill out. And the new lawn is great. And it's just a dead end over here. I think we have a dead end over here. Look at that. You can't get a better view to Statue of Liberty. Look at that view. Looks like this little, they're not fully done with the park just yet. So I hope that the Battery Park Alliance gets control of this building right here. This is Pier A. And Pier A is a landmark building. There was supposed to be a restaurant in there. That fell through. But I think this building would be perfect for the security lineup for the Statue of Liberty ferries. And that is still yet to be determined. I don't know the name. I don't know the name of the art, Neil. Unfortunately, I do not know the name of the art. I'll see you later there, Jolie. Enjoy dinner. Bon appetit. So there we go. Coming in 2026. The whole new park here. All creating a flood protection barrier here. A much needed flood protection barrier. They even changed up this building right over here too. Because we should be like 10 feet below. Yeah, I don't know the name of the art, and it's not by Tom Fruin. It looks like an art piece from Tom Fruin, but it's not. Pardon our appearance. So programs and community events coming this fall. Just such a nice little spot here to hang out. We have a few minutes here and we're going back towards Greenhouse anyway. Let me see if I can find the info on it for you guys. Let me see here. The Duchess, as always, helped us find this. So let me check here. Get you guys a name of this thing here. The name of this is Masson Millefleurs. Masson Millefleurs. And let's see here. Trevor Mavosky's Masson Millefleurs. See, it's supposed to look like that. See how cool that looks? So I wish it was lit up. I want to show you guys it lit up. A house of 1,000 flowers. There you go. I'm assuming that's French. Come on, turn on for us. Turn on. Oi. Next time, it's going to be here for a little bit, so we'll come back. We'll come back. All right, I gotta cross. I think I gotta cross the street, or can I walk down here? I think I could walk down here. We could walk down here. I see this guy walking over here. Wow, this whole thing is like, you know, it's funny. You know what's funny? It's. You ever have that experience when you see something that you've seen a million times, but then like they change a little bit, so it kind of looks new, but yet it kind of looks the same? Like I'm having one of those experiences right now. Yeah, it's beautiful even as is, exactly. It's beautiful just the way it is. It's certainly dark enough for them to have the lights turned on. There you go. All those flowers are made of paper, made at a workshop here. It's pretty cool. That's right. That's right, Quacky. A little something called acid. And if you ever, by the way, guys, if you ever take acid, on a random note, this is the adults channel, and I know a lot of those squares that watch the other channels won't get this joke, and it's fine. I don't want them to get this joke. But if you ever do take acid, break out an album of Captain Beefheart. I highly recommend it. There you go. It's going to be here till September 21st. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Rouge Jones. Welcome. So as you see, there's a lot of construction going on here because we're building a storm surge protection barrier here. So we have construction basically lining this whole street here. Yeah, we could come back. We are going to come back. I want to come back here at night so I could show you this. Wow. Okay, so the public is going to be invited to select a bouquet of flowers. You know, that's going to be a madhouse. That is going to be a madhouse, but maybe we'll try to make that. Maybe we'll try to make that. Right here, this is where my express bus swings on to State Street here. And this is when I order my breakfast at Dunkin'. I put in my order right about here. This is the first stop of the express bus in Manhattan. I start putting in my order right here. And usually at that time of the morning, there's lost tourists walking in the bike lane right here as well. Making our way towards South Ferry. Where's the Ghostbusters building? Well, I mean, they used the building across the street. That's where what's-her-name worked. That's a tour guide. But the Ghostbusters firehouse, that's up on Varick Street. Varick and North Moore. That's in Tribeca. We've been there many, many times. We might even go there tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're going to do another walking live stream here in Manhattan. There's the Staten Island express bus right here. Owl, are you enjoying this stream? I'm happy you're enjoying the stream. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. So right across the street is the Customs House. Now the Museum of the American Indian. Yes, all the time, Karen, all the time. Karen, when I do these live streams, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, so. Always bound to be tourists listening in and asking me questions. This is a beautiful Customs House. This building right here, designed by Cass Gilbert, the same architect who designs the Flatiron Building and the Great Hall of Ellis Island. Deborah, you're definitely late to the party now.
Okay.
Because we're getting ready to wrap up. I'm heading to the train now. And your boy is hungry. So I am ready for some sausage and peppers when I get home. And plus I got to get up in the morning. I am working tomorrow morning as well. So we will have a morning affirmation, motivation affirmation, probably around maybe like 8:45 tomorrow morning. And then we'll be back at it again at around probably 1:30, 2 o'clock. I have no idea what she did, Deborah. I have no idea what she did. Yes, if you guys follow me on Instagram, there was a video of a woman being chased by police officers, and the people filming it were riding the Wonder Wheel. Kind of a funny video. I'm still disturbed though by the guy licking everything in the Stillwell Avenue subway station. But Mimi, you're more than welcome, Mimi, for a peaceful night. We're gonna get over to Peter Minuit Plaza. We'll do the big thank you, and then I'll hop on the train. You're more than welcome there, D. Davey. Anthony was here today. Thanks for letting us know that. Good for you. Thank you so much, Hank, for joining us today. It was a chill evening today. It was a chill and relaxing evening. Tomorrow, no doubt, is going to be probably a little bit more hectic. Hopefully not too hot. Make sure you hit that like button, especially if you have participated in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button so more people could find the video. 261 likes. We did pretty good. We did pretty good. Hold on one second. I'm amazed how many people think the camera is turned around on me. This guy doesn't want to be on camera, now he's going to be on camera.
What is the big deal? Why?
All yelling all fucking loud. Some of these people got some serious problems. Main character syndrome problems. You know, I've been live streaming for so long. There's all these little tricks I do that you guys probably don't see on camera, which is I just used a planter to give myself a little bit of coverage to block. He is still yelling and ranting and raving. Yay, here's the beer garden. Yay. Yay, New Amsterdam. Yay, look at this awesome little thing here. These are from the Costello plan, 1660. Let the guy sit down again. Let the guy sit down again. I feel bad. All right, let's do the big thank you. Let's get situated somewhere and do the big thank you, because without you guys who donate, leave super chats, leave PayPals, I cannot do this. Also, a big shout out to all the channel members. Thanks to all the channel members. Deeply appreciated your continued support of the channel. Again, without you guys, I am nothing. All right. Yay. All right, kids, let's see. Let's do the big thank you here. 8 o'clock. Look at that, top of the hour. It's like I almost planned it out this way. It's like I planned it out. How dare I plan out a live stream? Only got a couple of super chats today, but they're deeply appreciated as always. D Davy with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, D Davy, with a big $10 super chat. And Mimi, the big spender here, with a big $20 super chat. And coming in at the line, Mrs. Babbage, please. Is it not going to work? And Quacky Snack with a €12 super chat. Quacky Snack, thank you so much for the very generous €12 super chat. Thank you so much. You're in today's €12 club. Much, much, much appreciated. You're supposed to release Chaos Emeralds. I don't know why the Chaos Emeralds are not going off. But thank you so much, Quacky Snacks, with a big €12 super chat. You are much, 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 much appreciated. Thanks for tipping your tour guide. Over on PayPal, I want to thank Mary. Wow, we got Ron Naylor. Ron, thank you so much for the very generous $25 PayPal. Much, much, much appreciated. We did cover a lot of territory today, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Are you new to the broadcast? Then make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz family of networks here on YouTube and on Instagram. All same name, at Dutch Moz. Make sure you hit the notification bell, because I never know when I'm going to go live next. We'll be back at it again tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. So join me tomorrow. But from Peter Minuet Plaza here in front of the Staten Island Ferry, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have yourself a beautiful and fantastic New York day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish those beautiful moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye, 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 bye.